Hello, glue booking fans. I hope you're all doing well today. It's almost the weekend. Almost. Thursdays tend to feel like the weekend for me because my daughter's college classes are over on Thursdays, so I have the weekend to spend with her too. Today we're going to do a page in my 2-ring. I haven't done anything in this. This is truly a junk journal because it's full of junk pages. As you can see, there's all kinds of paper, different papers, garbage papers, junk papers. All of them will be used eventually, but I haven't done much in it for the past little while. I hope you're all keeping well and that you have some interesting things to do for the upcoming weekend. Make sure some of it has to do with crafting or creating, because that's the best way to spend your free time, isn't it? Please excuse any marks on my hands. I'm still fighting when I had to fight cleaning out those bushes at the bottom of our garden there. And the cold weather cracks them open no matter how much lotion I put on them. So I'm even down to using Blistex on them just to get them to heal up properly, because the cold tends to crack my skin. So before we get started, please take a minute to subscribe to the channel and hit that bell notification. And if you haven't made yourself a ring junk paper, I don't know, journal, whatever you want to call it, a journal, I guess, you should do so because it's fun. There's a reason for it being so much fun. It's very freeing. It's like that idea, it's called Wreck the First Page, where you get an absolutely beautiful journal, and it's really hard sometimes to get started in it, whether it's an art journal or a writing journal or whatever, but it's really hard to get started in it because it's so beautiful and pristine and stuff like that. You don't want to ruin that. So the recommended thing to do in a journal like that is to wreck the first page. Take a pen and scribble across the first page. You can do something creative with that scribble later, but wreck the first page and then get started in your journal. It's an amazingly freeing thing. And I just did the covers of this in cardboard. It's just cardboard. And I got all kinds of stuff on there that means something to me, you know. And the back cover is just that. But you put a couple holes in, buy a couple of big rings, and you got yourself an amazing place to play that is not intimidating in any way. So we will take a quick look through this for those who have never seen this particular journal. I actually really love this book, and I don't do enough in it. Unfortunately, I should do more. And you can do anything in this kind of journal because it's just junk paper, you know. It's awesome. This is like paper bags. This is the woman whose face I used for the Crafts and Collage banner on YouTube. I just love it. And you can do literally anything. Remember that you can miss a lot of good things in life by having the wrong attitude. Bit of a gluing page. And we're at the place where I'm going to do a page today. And it's going to be quick. This is not a long page, folks. I had a couple things that really appealed to me, and I wanted to see what I could do with them. I think we should take the... No, I want to work in the book, because taking the page out means I have to tape it down, because single pages are very hard to work on. Very. I've been watching the weather a lot the past week or so because there's certain things I like to do as it gets colder and colder as far as clothing and stuff like that. But right now, it's about keeping my hands and knuckles warm. And I never had a problem with it. Neither did any of my grandparents or anything. These are the pictures I wanted to use in it. I don't know about that one or this one. And I've got some phrases I'm interested in, but I've also got some side stuff here. I've got some backgrounds that I did a while ago. I kind of like the one with the green in it. They're smaller pages too. Well, you can make them whatever size you want. But these are old bags, old coffee stained pages. There's mailers in here and old flyers, an envelope, you know what I mean? Just garbage stuff that, like, what I mean by garbage is that most would throw it away. But you can make the most wonderful, comfortable journals with that kind of paper. They're just wonderful, like comfortable old slippers, you know. And it repurposes the paper, means that it gets another life, which is always a good thing, right? Always. And these are just stamps through stencils I have, stamp pads through stencils. There's a video, I put a video out about it. Easy peasy ways to make backgrounds for your collages. Super easy. I like this one next to it though. I really enjoyed that. So I decided just to film. The difference being, I don't know about you. Here's something. Okay. I've recently come to the conclusion that time I was putting toward, one of my modes of income online is no longer netting the same thing for huge amounts of time. Just definitely not worth it at this point. But it took my daughter actually bringing this to my attention, and making me feel like I had some control over my time again. So the reason that I'm going to be making more craft or collage, videos here for this channel is because I've been able to free up that time. And so now, I don't know, do you ever go out to do something in the kitchen or make a meal and like you have to do the dishes before you can even get started on the meal, and sometimes you don't even feel like doing that, and bloody hell, forget it, order in, or go graze at the fridge instead of actually making the meal. I don't know if any of you know what I mean by that, but it's what happens. And so my camera wasn't set up all the time. It was set up for the work that I was doing, this other time draining, time sucking, energy sucking place that no longer worked for me anymore. Now the camera is set up sort of semi-permanently, and it means I can just turn it on and film. I don't have to move everything over, change things, turn things off, and so on. So that's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Oh, I kind of like that. 1901. 1901, the discovery. So yeah, I don't know about you guys, but that's something I do. If you have to do a whole bunch of setup and preparation to do something, it's like, why bother? And that's just another trait of ADHD. So I'm getting used to managing that. That's for sure. Because once you manage things like that, they become a superpower. No lie. No lie. Ooh, I like that on that color for some reason. This is not going to go at all. I thought maybe it would, but it's not. These, however, will. These fall leaves, and they're going the right way. Going the right way. So, we shall put those here. Let's put something hard down underneath. Or better yet, Janet, just get out the glue book, right? Where is it? Speaking of which. Sorry, folks. Give me a minute. I've misplaced the glue thingy. There it is. Okay. Glue book. The actual glue book. The stuff you cut off your magazines if you like working on smaller papers, and you save it and you use it as a place to throw down glue like a crazy crafter. Yay. Absolutely. Glue book. So, whatever you have up and coming for the weekend, I wasn't joking, my friends. I don't care if it's 10 minutes to do a doodle, but do something creative every day this weekend. Like I said, it can be a darn doodle. But, put pen to paper or brush to paint or whatever it is, knitting needles to wool, whatever it is that you are creative at, do something. And if you're going to say, oh, I'm not creative at anything, I'm telling you, you can draw a stick figure. You just don't want to try because you're afraid of not being as good as someone else or something. And that's not what art's about. Art's about healing. It's about letting out what's really, really important to us. It's about showing the world that we're okay as we are without having to change for other people. That's what art's about. Okay, I'll put the soapbox away now. Sorry, folks. Lorna, I hope you got the at one of the end of my recent videos, I put some film of the two cats you asked about. So I'm not sure which video it was, but I stuck it at the end of a recent video. So, and it's there for you because you asked about them. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate people that hang in and, give it a chance. I'm still sort of new at this kind of thing, and it can be hard, like for especially someone who's got like, I don't know, social anxiety or whatever, I think I want to do the rip on this one. And a rip on this one. And a rip across here. Sometimes ripped edges just sit better, in my opinion, anyway. It's just my opinion. Okay. Yeah, I was looking at there's certain books that I sit in front of me. Again, this is a way to make sure that I notice them and I remember to work in them, believe it or not. But over in front of me, in front of my workspace that I'm at right now, I have all my sketchbooks, my doodle sketchbook, my daily silly sketches and stuff like that. And I have 3 different glue books going right now. And this one And then I have like a mini thing, and that's just to remember that I'm working in those various books. It's for no other reason for them to be there, but to remind me that I've got these books on the go. Otherwise, I get all like so tied in on a particular thing when I like variety. Like if I feel like doing a different craft or in a different book, let's say, then I can do that, you know. Okay, so I have a couple of things I like as far as lettering. Would you have guessed? Would you have guessed? Lately things seem to be about color. I don't know if that's the time of year. It has to do with like almost matching color, like color coordination, you know, kind of thing. Oh my God, my mother was very into that, you know, color coordinating our clothes, and my sister and I would often get, you know, the same thing, like we'd have to share clothes, although she was a skinny mini compared to me, so 3 years older, and this svelte, yeah, she was very pretty as a young teen, you know. So she wore the clothes better than me and stuff like that. So, okay, would you have guessed? A rare find is another one. A rare find, but I don't like the white background, even though although this would pull that in, wouldn't it? I like the look no further, honestly. To be honest with you, that is my text of choice. I think right about there or here. I'm going to put the ship down first, and then we'll see. So, just a fun, quick afternoon glue book page. Well, sort of glue book collage. There's other stuff in it this time, or maybe to add to my junk paper journal. Make one for yourself, folks. You will not regret it. It's a place to play and do silly things and make fun, stuff like that. Okay, so a rare find. A rare find. Oh, I'm going to use both, actually. Okay, this is fine. Groovy. Works for me. I'll just use both. When in doubt, use both. And don't forget to cut out your texts. Do you know how many people I talk to in a week that when we talk about things like collage and stuff, they're always forgetting to cut the text out of magazines when you pillage a magazine. Remember to go through all the text and just even pull the pages out that have any little promise of a decent piece of text, and then you can go through it later, you know, sitting watching a movie or something. You can go through it and cut them out if you want, or set them aside knowing you're going to use it as text. So, you know, kind of just keep an eye, because there's like, you would be amazed at what pieces of a title that might not have anything to do with you or anything you like or anything, but a few words out of it can make a really interesting title for one of your pages, you know. Doesn't have to be about it at the time, but you've seen me I cut a lady in half last night for a collage. So yeah, it's text you need to save, and the more you forget it, you know, the less you have to play with. And I have this whole box over here of text that I absolutely love thumbing through, but boy, oh boy, you can garner so much, you know. Is that straight? Yes, that is straight. Okay, where's my card? There it is, a card. And a rare find, I think, deserves its place on this page, because This house reminds me of a house out of my past. That's why it's on this page, as well as the street and the fall and so on. A rare find. Okay. All right, now I want to do one piece of this up the side. Right up here. Oops. Oopsies, as my granddaughter would say. So the parents went to their first parent-teacher interview last night. She's in pre-kindergarten, so off they went to their first parent thing, my daughter and her fiance, and they came home pretty glowing. She's doing well, enjoying it, spreading her wings, learning how to do things she hasn't done at home, kind of thing, you know. And being on the spectrum, it's, you know, we were wondering what she would join in with and things like that. So, okay, I'm done. I told you it was a quick one. I appreciate you coming along with me. I hope you have an incredible weekend ahead, and I'll see you tomorrow night for our Friday night collage. There's my quick page in my junk paper journal. Just junk paper, that's all it is. But you can make some beautiful art out of junk. Have a good one.